Greetings YouTube, Fuzzfinger here, and I'm just going to show you today where to get the awesome WITHER technique from Pharos. So please do come and join me. This ability is going to be useful in a number of upcoming battles, so you don't want to miss out on it. Stay tuned. Right, so WITHER is going to be another one of our stat reducing debuffs that we can use on our foe breaker. We already have Shear, Expose and Addle, and WITHER, which is going to replace his question mark here, is a stackable debuff which lasts permanently throughout the battle, and it's going to reduce the enemy's physical damage output. So that's what we're going to get, and in order to do so we're going to need to head to the Subterra section of Pharos. So head to the Dais of Ascendance. If you can't access this, then it means you probably haven't done the story segment of Pharos, which you will need to do first. And we're actually going to head to the Abyssal, but just to grab a few treasures on the way, I'm going to go to Penumbra and then to Umbra first. Since I'm doing a walkthrough, I don't want to miss out on those other bits and bobs as well. I'm only going to be briefly spending time on these floors though, so don't worry. So just to clarify, you need to actually light the pedestals, one in each corner of the room on each floor, in order to access the next floor. So for Penumbra here, you need to get 36 black orbs, which drop from every single enemy in the dark rooms that are littered around each corner. Not around the central rings, they don't drop the orbs, the enemies here, but just in the rooms. And what you need to do is get 36 orbs and put 18 on the northeast pedestal, 9 on the northwest, 6 on the southwest, and 3 on the southeast. That's just for this area here, known as Penumbra. We're going to head down now, since we've already collected the treasures here in a previous video, into Umbra, and I'm going to explain what it is that we need to do there. Here we are then on Umbra, and in the corner up here on the northwest, there's a chance of looting the cameo belt from a chest spawn. Unfortunately, it only has a 5% chance to spawn. But heading to the corner, then over to the ancient door here. And I believe it spawns in this room, although I've not yet seen it, but perhaps just over on this side as well. So that's where you can get the cameo belt. In terms of the pedestals for this particular area, for Umbra that is, you want to put 18 on the southwest corner pedestal. On this one here you want to put 9, this is the northwest. You want to put 15 on the one to the right, which is the northeast, and you want to put 15 on the one to the southeast as well. That's the one that's opposite us on the other corner. And in total, that's going to mean you will require 57 black orbs for this particular area. Right, so moving on then, there's also a chance of another rare chest, although it's probably not going to be in our favour because they never seem to be, do they? This is the, and I'll probably pronounce it wrong, Niho Paleo. I have actually done a dedicated video on how to get this item, so please do check that out, as it's probably going to be easier to get the item via the means that I've already shown you in that video than it is via the 5% drop chance from this particular chest. But I'll show you where it is anyway, and then it's up to you if you want to farm for it or not. It's a very useful item, so I recommend you do get it one way or another. But check out my video because I explain why it is that you want the Niho Paleo accessory, and trust me, I really think you do want it. So head south out of here, and then through this area here. Probably be a false facade there if you haven't already broken it. And then just follow the path around to the ancient door. And you can get a couple of chest spawns in here, one of which is the one-time loot chest, Niho Paleo. This isn't it, unfortunately. This is just the one-time. So that's just the repeatable chest. So it can spawn over here. As you can see, in my case, it hasn't. But that's the treasures you want to get from below anyhow. So now let's move on to the floor that we've all come here to see. Right, so the third floor, which is where the WITHER treasure is located, is known as Abyssal. And in terms of the actual pedestals which you want to light up in this area, yes, there are still pedestals, even though this is the third floor, but there is another floor with a mark located on it, you see. For this floor, you want 75 black orbs. 12 of which will go on the southwest corner pedestal, 15 on the northeast, 27 in the 27 in the southeast, and 21 in the northwest. So quite a lot, unfortunately. So in terms of the treasures, we're going to head to the northwest corner. There's actually 2 treasures I'm going to point out to you. if we head over here, both of these treasures have a 10% chance to spawn, so not as bad as some of the treasures on the previous floor, but still you're going to have to expect to come in and out of the rooms a few times in order to actually collect the items. But hey, at least you're probably going to be able to collect black orbs as well at the same time. So you're just going to head straight through into this room here, and unfortunately the chest hasn't spawned on this occasion. Oh no, this is another chest that can spawn. But the chest that can spawn here is a one-time loot chest with a 10% chance to spawn, contains the ribbon accessory. So if you still need a ribbon, I personally don't, but if you do, then that's a useful chest for you, no doubt. Right then, now let's move on to the Wither technique, and to find this, we want to head through here. And it can be a bit of a pain to find our way through, which is why I'm going to show it to you. We'll kill the enemies first of all. Dum-de-dum-de-dum. And then we go through here. Soon we go through here. And we want to go to the right. Now be careful, because there can be a magic pot in the area with the Wither chest, and you probably don't want to be killing it over and over, because the only way to kill them is to give them an elixir before you attack them. Oh man. Ash doesn't seem to want to resurrect people, which is a bit unfortunate. Right then, so anyway, as I was saying before we were rudely interrupted by that case of death there, we want to just make our way over here through this ancient door, and you are going to have to go back to the previous area, of course, in order to have a go at farming this item. And ha! There it is. There's Wither, 10% chance to spawn, and fortunately the magic pot wasn't here, and that's exactly what we wanted. So I'm just going to show you that. It's going to be great for your foe breaker. Just head down here to here. Then we have Wither. Lower 1 foe strength, in other words the physical damage they do. When we do the game's ultimate mark, which is coming up a little bit later in a few videos time, not just yet, but we're not far off, in the form of years, Matt, then we're going to be making use of all of these abilities, in particular Wither and Addle. So anyway folks, that's going to be it for today's episode. I hope this little guide has helped you in collecting your Wither technique. Make sure you do get it, because it's going to come in, as I say, tremendously useful in the next few boss encounters that we're going to be facing off against. So thanks for stopping by today guys, and I'll see you soon for more Zodiac Age. Goodbye.